Finding the right broker is often something that can be complicated and expensive, but I've been trading for 10 years and today we're going to be comparing two of my favorite brokers out there to decide which one takes the cake. None of this is financial advice, but let's dive into the video. So today we're going to be comparing Invidia Trade with CMC Markets because both of these platforms are pretty good, but there is one that is slightly better, and I'm going to explain why. So first, let's talk about leverage because Invidia Trade offer some of the highest leverage out there at 500 to 1. Now this is fantastic if you are using low risk, high reward strategies, and it's great if you do find a good trade and just let that run because that leverage is going to amount to more profit. Now comparing that with CMC, we can see the maximum retail leverage here is only 200. So this could be actually quite limiting depending on your strategy. I know a lot of people like to scalp or do high frequency trading. So yes, having that 200 leverage limit is going to be a problem, particularly on things like Forex, where yes, it is going to be smaller percentage movements. Now next we have spread, because if we look at Invidia Trade, they're actually quite honest about their spreads, saying, hey, typical spreads are 0.8 pips, which I think is incredibly on the cheap side, but I've actually seen it a lot lower here, even on the standard accounts. Now, this will obviously get lower the higher account you have here, guys, but what I will say is when we compare that to CMC Markets, they do say their spread is just 0. Looking under the hood, guys, it's just not that. It's a lot more than that, and these guys are typically more in tune with the institutional guys now, where, yes, as a retail trader, your spread is going to be much higher. Our sponsor today is helping businesses scale their online privacy, and that sponsor is Proxy for You. If you're automating your business online, you should definitely be using a proxy because Proxy for You is the best and most reliable proxy provider online with super reasonable and affordable prices that really just let you do whatever you want with the proxy, whether it's scraping, using bots, or just browsing the internet. So definitely check out Proxy for You in the description. And now let's get back to the video. Now let's talk about leverage because it's super important to be able to access the broker from anywhere, particularly if you travel a lot like myself. So these guys are actually regulated out of Bermuda, which does give pretty decent access. But yes, if you are from certain countries, that could turn out to be a problem. Whereas Invidia Trade are regulated out of Mawali, which yes, has a lot less problems when it comes to trading from certain countries. So when it comes to that, Invidia Trade are going to win on that front as well. Now, when it comes to trading different assets, Invidia Trade do win on this front as well because they've got Forex, cryptos, metals, indices, stocks, and commodities. And yes, we do have CMC Markets boasting on their landing page that there's 12,000 instruments. But from my experience, guys, yes, these guys do cryptos, but the rates and the spreads are much higher for retail audience. So if you are more of a beginner trader or just someone that hasn't got your own hedge fund, then yes, I would say Invidia Trade is going to win on that front because you have everything you need. You have 200 pairs and you're going to get really decent rates using even their standard accounts. Now, when it comes to withdrawals and easy deposits, these guys actually accept crypto. So that's fantastic. I haven't seen that from CMC Markets. It's purely just a bank deposit and it actually takes quite a bit of time to get set up with KYC approvals and stuff like this. So yes, Invidia Trade, a lot easier to just go in, get set up, and begin trading. And as you can see, Invidia Trade do offer TradingView access, MetaTrader 4 and 5 Cloud, Cloud Vision, Cloud Trader View as well. So these are quite unique, but a lot easier platforms, and they do offer obviously these first two for people that already are trading. But CMC Markets do offer very similar things here. As you can see, MetaTrader 4 and 5, TradingView, and they do have their own app as well here. But from my experience, it's not super intuitive as an app, and I typically just stick to MetaTrader 4 if I trade on this platform. But what I will say is infrastructure. The speed of which you get into trades is super important because if you actually execute a trade, I found because CMC is a lot older of a broker, then it's not specifically instant to get into that trade. compared to something like Invidia Trade, which is a bit of a newer broker with newer infrastructure, more modern technology, and really just more of an intuitive platform overall. So when comparing both of these brokers, I would say Invidia Trade is definitely the winner here because they are definitely more catered to the retail trader, whereas CMC is a lot more catered to institutes and hedge funds. So yes, when it comes to speed, when it comes to fees, when it comes to actually executing your trades very fast and effectively, I would say Invidia Trade is definitely going to win there. So definitely check them out in the description. But I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what else you want to see in the comments. See you very soon.